Hello, today we'll be talking about Corsola, the first water rock Pokémon, and the only Pokémon in Gen 2 to get a Galarian form. Its previous BYC dates are October 5th, 1996, July 27th, 1999, May 17th, 2002, March 7th, 2005, December 27th, 2007, October 17th, 2010, August 7th, 2013, May 28th, 2016, March 19th, 2019, and January 7th, 2022. I've been dreading talking about this Pokemon. Corsola is a creative Pokemon being based on coral. That's not what I've been dreading. I've been dreading talking about Galarian Corsola. Lapras is a story reflecting the good in humanity, showing them restoring a once near-extinct species. Galarian Corsola, however, is a story reflecting the bad of humanity. I don't feel like I can talk about Galarian Corsola without talking about the ever-controversial climate change.
I'll take it from here, and I don't want you messing this up.
On a global scale, the world is getting warmer in a way that is believed to be unnatural. In other words, humans are causing it. Why is this so important to Corsola? Coral are sensitive to temperature changes, and the world heating up means the ocean is heating up. There's also more carbon dioxide, which is damaging the coral. This, along with overfishing and pollution, has resulted in coral dying, which is analogued into Galarian Corsola and its evolution, Corsola. Thanks. Sure, there are plenty of Pokemon based on human-created problems, like garbage, smog, and runoff, but this one feels too real. It's not just a creature based on inanimate consequences, but a creature based on living beings being destroyed. It doesn't help that in the same region, coughing has a regional form that produces clean air from toxic gas. Anyway...
No, not letting you move on. This is a series about talking about the positive, not letting this leave without talking about the good.
Coral bleaching, which has caused Galarian Corsola's body to turn white, is reversible. Sure, it's too late for Galarian Corsola, being that it's a ghost type, but not for real-life coral. Humans are making an effort to help coral. Not to mention that, while climate change is bad now, there's a real change in regards to how we fish and how we make energy. That's not to say that there isn't still a lot to do, but it's not all bleak. I know it's the month of Halloween, but there's no reason to be a fearmonger. Thank you for your insight, Heart. Now let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Corsola, the coral Pokemon whose number is 0 to 122. This is Corsola, this is what it looks like. This is Galarian Corsola, this is what it looks like. Types: Water Rock as non-Galarian Corsola, and Ghost as Galarian Corsola. Since this is our first Water Rock Pokemon, I'll talk about the water inside and the rock outside. Abilities: Hustle or Natural Cure as non-Galarian Corsola. Weak Armor as Galarian Corsola. Regenerator is non-Galarian Corsola's hidden ability, while Curse Body is Galarian Corsola's hidden ability. Gender ratio is 25% male and 75% female. Catch rate is 60 or 14.8%. Breeding is Egg Group Water 1 and Water 3. Hatch time, 20 cycles. Height is 2 foot, 0.6 meters regardless. Weight as non-Galarian Corsola is 11 pounds or 5 kilograms. Galarian Corsola is 1.1 pounds or 0.5 kilograms. Basic experience skills 113 in Gen 2 through 4 and 144 in 5 plus. Leveling rate is fast. EV yield is 2. For non-Galarian Corsola, that's 1 in defense and 1 in special defense. For Galarian Corsola, it's just 1 in special defense. I don't know why it says total 2 and it seems to imply that they would both have 2. It really should have 2 totals, but whatever. Shape is that. Footprint is that. Pokedex color is pink. Other forms may have other colors, and base friendship is 70. Corsola is a dual-type water-rock Pokemon introduced in Gen 2. In Galar, Corsola has a ghost-type regional form. Galarian Corsola evolves into Corsola starting at level 38. Jetonian Corsola is not known to evolve into or from any other Pokemon. Biology, Corsola is a small pink roundish anthozoan Pokemon with branch-like growths on its back, which are similar to coral. There is a smaller, blunt horn on its forehead, and it has black oval eyes. It has a light blue underside, which speckles towards the sides. Its 4 legs and 2 arms are blunt and stubby. Smaller Pokemon like Horsea and Lovedisk are sometimes sheltered by Corsola's branches and even offer it protection from foes. Corsola's horn is a prized material commonly used for jewelry and carving, as seen in the Pokemon the series episode, a Corsola Caper. Some people keep Corsola branches as charms to promote safe childbirth. Corsola's branches glitter very beautifully in 7 colors when they catch sunlight. If any branches break off, this Pokemon grows it back
in just one night. Found in the warm, shallow waters of southern seas, Corsola requires clean water to live. If its habit is dirty, the growths on its back become discolored and degenerate. However, when it is healthy, its growths regularly shed and grow back. It is able to regrow them over the course of a single night. It forms large social groups occasionally. These groups get so large that people may live atop them, as is the case in Pacific Town. In the Alola region, Marini and Toxapex are natural predators of Corsola, preying on its branches. If pursued by them, Corsola will sometimes snap its own branches off as a diversion. Conversely, Marini and Toxapex do not prey on Corsola in the Galar region, having not developed a taste for its branches. Forms: Corsola has a regional form, Galarian Corsola. Galarian Corsola were wiped out by sudden changes in the climate and ocean temperature, turning them into ghost types. Its body is a bleached white with half-closed pink eyes and a perpetual frown, and its arms and branches have a distinctly semi-transparent appearance to them. These branches are incorporeal and can disappear at will. They cannot cause injuries or pain, but they can be used to take root inside and drain the life force of others, and will immobilize the victim until Galarian Corsola lets them go. Galarian Corsola are commonly found in the remains of prehistoric seas, and while they can be mistaken for ordinary rocks, they will curse anybody who kicks them by accident. Galarian Corsola consumes spirit energy from the life force it absorbs. The diet eventually causes Corsola's shell to break, its body to become incorporeal, and its spirit energy to pour out, thus completing its evolution into Corsola. Corsola, without its branches. Coincidentally, the English version of this card is the one we'll be talking about later in the TCG section, so that's kind of fun to see what it looks like in the Japanese version. Evolution: Galarian Corsola and Galar. Corsola has a regional form that evolves into Corsola. Galarian Corsola, and then Corsola. Game data: NPC appearances, Pokemon Magikarp Jump. Several Corsola may appear as part of the Food Fever event, swimming in and leaving food in the pond. Pokedex entries in Gen 2 in Gold. It continuously sheds and grows. The tip of its head is prized as a treasure for its beauty. Silver. In a South Sea nation, the people live in communities that are built on groups of these Pokemon. Crystal. The points on its head absorb nutrients from clean water that cannot survive in polluted water. In Stadium 2, if you have Pokemon Red, Silver, Crystal inserted, you get the Gold entry, but if you have Pokemon Blue, Gold, or Yellow inserted, you get the Silver entry. In Gen 3, Ruby. Corsola's branches glitter very beautifully in 7 colors when they catch sunlight. If any branch breaks off, this Pokemon grows it back in just one night. Sapphire. Clusters of Corsola congregate in warm seas, where they serve as ideal hiding places for smaller Pokemon. When the water temperature falls, this Pokemon migrates to the southern seas. Emerald. Corsola live in warm southern seas. If the sea becomes polluted, the beautiful coral stalks become discolored and crumble away in tatters. Fire Red is the silver entry, and Leaf Green is the gold entry. In Gen 4, in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, many live in the clean seas of the south. They apparently can't live in polluted waters. Heart Gold is its gold counterpart. Soul Silver is very similar to Silver's, but South Sea is now one word with a hyphen, and Pokemon is now the correct casing. In Gen 5, Black and White is Diamond, Pearl, and Platinums. Black 2 and White 2. They prefer unpolluted southern seas. Their coral branches lose their color and deteriorate in dirty water. In Gen 6, X is the gold entries and Leaf Green's entry. Y is Black 2 and White 2's entry. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, basically Ruby and Sapphires, but Corsola and Pokemon are now the correct casing. In Gen 7, in Sun, coral branches grow from its head. They break off quite easily, but they grow back in about 3 days. Moon, pursued by Marini. For the branches on its head, this Pokemon will sometimes snap its own branches off as a diversion while it escapes. Ultra Sun. The pink of Corsola that live in Alola is deep and vibrant, thanks to seas filled with nutrition. Ultra Moon and Alola were their natural enemies. Marini are plentiful. Many Corsola have stubby branches on their heads. In Gen 8, for non-Galarian Corsola, Sword. It will regrow the branches that break off its head. People keep particularly beautiful Corsola branches as charms to promote safe childbirth. In Sword, these Pokemon live in warm seas. In prehistoric times, many lived in the oceans around the Galar region as well. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are their Diamond and Pearl counterpart. Galarian Corsola and Sword. Watch your step when wandering areas. Oceans once covered. What looks like a stone could be this Pokemon, and it will curse you if you kick it. Shield. Sudden climate change wiped out this ancient kind of Corsola. This Pokemon absorbs others' life force through its branches. Corsola and the Alola Pokedex. Game locations. Side game locations, and events, held items, Ruby and Sapphire, Red Shard, 5% of the time. Tropic Mail is an in-game trade 100% of the time. Emerald, Red Shard, 5% of the time. Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart, Gold, Soul, Silver, Black, White 2, White 2, X and Y. Get Hard Stone, 5% of the time. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Get Luminous Moss, 5% of the time. And Heart Scale is an in-game trade 100% of the time. Sun, Moon, Ultra Moon, Sword and Shield, you get Luminous Moss 5% of the time, and Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, you get a Hard Stone 5% of the time. Stats, base stats, will compare Gen 2 through 4 and Gen 7 onward for Corsola, then we'll compare Gen 7 onward with Galarian Corsola. Corsola, Gens 2 through 6 and Gen 7 onward. HP 55, that went up to 65, Attack 55, that stays the same, Defense 85, that goes up to 95. Special Attack 65, that stays the same. Special Defense 85, that goes up to 95. Speed 35, that stays the same. So this one has a total of 380, and this one has a total of 410. So for Gen 7 onward and Galarian Corsola, so HP 65, this one has 60. Attack 55, that stays the same. Defense 95, that one has 100. Special Attack 65, that's the same. Special Defense 95, this one has 100. Speed 35, this one has 30. They're both for a total of 410. Pokeathlon stats. Type effectiveness. We'll compare Corsola and Galarian Corsola. This one's damaged normally by Rock, Bug, Ghost, Steel, Water, Psychic, Dragon, Dark, and Fairy. This one is damaged normally by Flying, Ground, Rock, Steel, Fire, Water, Grass, Electric, Psychic, Ice, Dragon, and Fairy. The ones that are the same between the two are Rock, Steel, Fire, Water, Dragon, and Fairy. Non-Galarian Corsola is weak to Fighting, Ground, Grass, and Electric, all for double except for Grass, which is for 4. Galarian Corsola is weak to Ghost and Dark for double. Corsola is immune to nothing, while Galarian Corsola is immune to normal and fighting. Non-Galarian Corsola is resistant to normal, flying, poison, fire, and ice, all for double except for fire, which is for a 4th. And Galarian Corsola is resistant to poison and bug for half. The only one that's the same between them is poison. Learn set by leveling up. For Corsola, 1 Tackle, then Harden, 5 Water Gun, 10 Aqua Ring, 15 Endure, 20 Ancient Power, 25 Bubble Beam, 30 Flail, 35 Life Dew, 40 Power Gem, 45 Earth Power, 50 Recover, and 55 Mirror Coat. For Galarian Corsola, 1 Tackle and Harden, 5 Astonish, 10 Disable, 15 Spite, 20 Ancient Power, 25 Hex, 30 Curse, 35 Strength Sap, 40 Power Gem, 45 Nightshade, 50 Grudge, and 55 Mirror Coat. By TM/TR for Corsola and Sword and Shield. TM 15 Dig, 16 Screech, 17 Light Screen, 18 Reflect, 19 Safeguard, 20 Self-Destruct, 21 Rest, 22 Rock Slide, 24 Snore, 25 Protect, 27 Icy Wind, 31 Attract, 32 Sandstorm, 33 Rain Dance, 34 Sunny Day, 35 Hail, 36 Whirlpool, 39 Facade, 48 Rock Tomb, 51 Icicle Spear, 54 Rock Blast, 55 Brine, 76 Round, 81 Bulldoze, and 98 Stomping Tantrum. For the TRs, 1 Body Slam, 3 Hydro Pump, 4 Surf, 5 Ice Beam, 6 Blizzards, 10 Earthquake, 11 Psychic, 17 Amnesia, 20 Substitute, 26 Endure, 27 Sleep Talk, 33 Shadow Ball, 46 Iron Defense, 49 Calm Mind, 63 Power Gem, 67 Earth Power, 75 Stone Edge, 76 Stealth Rock, 84 Scald, 95 Throat Chop, and 98 Liquidation. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, TM3, Water Pulse, 4 Calm Mind, 7 Hail, 11 Sunny Day, 13 Ice Beam, 14 Blizzard, 16 Light Screen, 17 Protect, 18 Rain Dance, 20 Safeguard, 26 Earthquake, 28 Dig, 29 Psychic, 30 Shadow Ball, 32 Double Team, 33 Reflect, 37 Sandstorm, 39 Rock Tomb, 42 Facade, 44 Rest, 45 Attract, 49 Scald, 55 Brine, 58 Endure, 64 Explosion, 69 Rock Polish, 71 Stone Edge, 76 Stealth Rock, 80 Rock Slide, 82 Sleep Talk, 83 Bulldoze, 87 Swagger, 90 Substitute, 95 Surf, 96 Strength, and 98 Rock Smash. For Galarian Corsola, TM15 Dig, 16 Screech, 17 Light Screen, 18 Reflect, 19 Safeguard, 20 Self-Destruct, 21 Rest, 22 Rock Slide, 24 Snore, 25 Protect, 27 Icy Wind, 28 Giga Drain, 31 Attract, 32 Sandstorm, 33 Rain Dance, 34 Sunny Day, 35 Hail, 36 Whirlpool, 38 Will-O-Wisp, 39 Facade, 48 Rock Tomb, 51 Icicle Spear, 54 Rock Blast, 55 Brine, 76 Round, 77 Hex, 81 Bulldoze, and 98 Stomping Tantrum. TR1 Body Slam, 3 Hydro Pump, 4 Surf, 5 Ice Beam, 6 Blizzard, 10 Earthquake, 11 Psychic, 17 Amnesia, 20 Substitute, 26 Endure, 27 Sleep Talk, 33 Shadow Ball, 46 Iron Defense, 49 Column Mine, 63 Power Gem, 67 Earth Power, 75 Stone Edge, 76 Stealth Proc, 84 Scald, 95 Throat Chop, and 98 Liquidation. By breeding for Corsola and Sword and Shield. This group gives you Confused Ray, this group gives you Curse, this group gives you Head Smash, this group gives you Mist, this group gives you Nature Power, and this group gives you Water Pulse. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, this group gives you Amnesia, this group gives you Aqua Ring, this group gives you Confused Ray, this group gives you Curse. Relicanth gives you Head Smash, this group gives you Icicle Spear, this group gives you Ingrain, this group gives you Liquidation, this group gives you Mist, this group gives you Nature Power, and this group gives you Screech. For Galarian Corsola, this group gives you Confused Ray, this group gives you Destiny Bond, this group gives you Haze, this group gives you Head Smash, this group gives you Nature Power, and this group gives you Water Pulse. By tutoring Corsola, if you have the Sword and Shield expansion pass, you get Meteor Beam. It's a special rock-type move, power 120, accuracy 90, and PB has 10. Same is true for Galarian Corsola. By transfer from another generation, 3 through 7, Barrier, that doesn't work anymore. 5 through 7, you get Bide, that doesn't work anymore. 2 through 7, you get Bubble, that doesn't work anymore. 6 and 7, you get Camouflage, that doesn't work anymore. 4, you get Captivate, that doesn't work anymore. 6 and 7, you get Confide. 2 and 3, you get Defense Curl. 2 through 7, you get Double Team. 3, you get Double Edge. 4 through 7, you get Endeavor. 3 through 7, you get Explosion. 2 through 7, you get Frustration, that doesn't work anymore. 2 and 4, you get Headbutt. 2 through 7, you get Hidden Power, that doesn't work anymore. 3 through 7, you get Ingrain. 4 through 7, you get Lucky Chant, that doesn't work anymore. 4 through 7, you get Magic Coat. 3, you get Mimic. 3 is part of an event. You get Mud Sport, that doesn't work anymore. 2 through 4, you get Mud Slap. 4, you get Natural Gift, that doesn't work anymore. 3 through 7, you get Refresh, that doesn't work anymore. 2 through 7, you get Return, that doesn't work anymore. 4 through 7, you get Rock Polish. 2, 5, and 6, you get Rock Smash. 2 through 4, you get Rollout. 3, 4, and 6, you get Secret Power, that doesn't work anymore. 2 through 7, you get Spike Cannon, that doesn't work anymore. 2, 5, and 6, you get Strength. 4, you get Sucker Punch. And 2 through 7, you get Swagger and Toxic. Side game data, you got all this, okay. Yeah. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Ulmia, in the browser entry. It blows bubbles from its mouth to attack. Guardian Signs. It spits bubbles around itself that make Pokemon explode. You got all this. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, the Pokepark pad entry. Corsola enjoys the Beach Zone. They love playing quiz and have many questions to ask. Their favorite attraction is Gyarados' Aqua Dash. The new Pokemon Snap in the Photodex entry. Corsola grows so beautifully by absorbing nutrients from clean ocean waters through the branches on their heads. Sometimes their branches glow in rainbow colors if the sunlight hits them just right. Evolution data, Corsola, you got that or something. Galarian Corsola, so Galarian Corsola, level 38. Corsola, sprites here, so very good, very interesting. Very bright, sort of purple pink. That's blue for the shiny. Light blue. It's a lot thicker. This is a lot more detailed. It's not just a simple, almost like, I don't know. Yeah, very simple. I mean, this is a lot more detailed and stuff. This is a different pink. Mouth isn't quite shaped like that. I don't think it would, although I think it would go more or less back to that later. Mouth is black. You can kind of see in crystals, but now it's red. This is now different blue. Yeah, you got these. And the branches changed a little bit as well. They just, I think, would become more detailed, if anything. Yeah, Gen 4, you got this. Yeah, this different, slightly different pink, slightly different blue. Then you got Gen 5, the full back sprite. Gen 6, you got sort of this lighter, this kind of color. Maybe again, I don't know. Yeah, then it goes back to this kind of mouth as well. And you got this kind of blue, I guess. And this becomes kind of more, I don't know, it kind of changes a little bit. It starts off white, and then it kind of becomes kind of a grayish white, the bottom half. It just kind of keeps, I don't know, it's weird, and then it just becomes kind of this bluish color, bluish white maybe. Yeah, better models, and Sword and Shield, of course. And then, yep. And then this is what the shiny looks like. It's got purple eyes instead of the pink eyes. Yeah. And the gray body. Homes, you got these models, yeah. Okay, and animation, Corsola in Pokemon the series, X and Y, and Galarian Corsola in Pokemon Journeys the series. Misty's Corsola is the big one. These Pokedex entries in episode 210 in Ash's Pokedex. Corsola, the coral Pokemon, a combination of both water and rock types. It sheds and regrows at the horns on its head numerous times. In Journeys, episode 92, in Go's Rotom Phone. Corsola, Galarian form, the coral Pokemon, a ghost type. This ancient form of Corsola disappeared as a result of sudden climate change. If someone kicks it, mistaking it for a stone, it will attack. These Corsolan Pokemon generations. With a Magikarp, a Spheal, Gorbis, and some Love Disc. Okay, and the manga, Corsola in Pokemon Adventures. Seems to be a big angry one and a happy little one. Interesting. Okay. Pokedex entries in Pokemon Adventures, Chapter 121. In the Southern Seas, there are countries that exist on top of Corsola herds. This is Chong Yi's translation. Got all these, and the TCG, and the TFG. Trivia, we read this first one in the Farfetch'd video. Corsola is the only Gen 2 Pokemon in the Water 3 egg group. Galarian Corsola and its evolution are the only Ghost-type Pokemon in both Water 1 and Water 3 egg groups. Galarian Corsola is the only Ghost-type Pokemon to have an insectoid body. Galarian Corsola is the only Galarian form currently unavailable in Pokemon Go. Origin, Corsola appears to be based on coral, possibly precious coral, which is used as a precious stone. Galarian Corsola appears to be based on bleached coral, a phenomenon in which coral expels the algae that gives it color, primarily because of rising water temperatures as a result of climate change. Its ghost type may reference the high mortality rate of bleached coral. Corsola's relationship with Marini and Toxapex is likely a reference to real-life predation of coral polyps by the crown of thorns starfish. Name origin, Corsola may be a combination of coral and sol, a piece of coral or solar. Sunny-go may be a combination of sunny and san-go, coral. In other languages, see also references, external links to the Galarian forms. Let's move on.
Now let's watch Corsola's first scene in the anime.
Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. So you'll notice we're watching Pokeflix today because this is Pikachu's Peekaboo. This originally aired with the fourth movie, Pokemon Forever, but for some reason it's not on the Pokemon Forever DVD, so we've had to go to Pokeflix to watch it. In this short, the Pokemon of Ash and Friends are on this beach here. Yeah, and they are, we're kind of at the beginning, so I don't really understand why they're here. This is a Cyndaquil and a Totodile. That's Ash's Totodile. I don't remember if that's his Cyndaquil or one of his other friends' Cyndaquil, but yes. Yeah, yep. Chasing after him. Then there's the Corsola. And then there's Togepi, Misty's Togepi. Yeah, they're walking in the water. And, yep. He's gonna Ash's Pikachu. Yeah, and that is Corsola's first scene in the anime. Let's move on.
Now let's talk about the TCG. I have one Corsola card, and it's a Galarian Corsola card.
It's the first Galarian Corsola card. It was illustrated by Mitsuhiro Arita. This is probably the saddest image of all the card illustrations I have. It's not even an animate Galarian Corsola. It's just the husk. I don't know why anyone thought this was a good idea. Otherwise, though, it's a well-done piece of art. I like the effect on the sand. Galarian Corsola is a psychic type, as most ghost Pokemon are psychic in the TCG. It has 80 HP, it's 2 foot and 1.1 pounds. It has one move, Cursed Drop, which is not a move in the video games. On this card, it costs 1 psychic energy. It hits the opponent's Pokemon, plural or singular, for 30 damage. It can be distributed in one of 3 ways. 1, 10 damage on 3 Pokemon. 2, 30 damage on 1 Pokemon. 3, 20 damage on 1 Pokemon and 10 on another. Galarian Corsola is weak to darkness for double damage, which mirrors its weakness to dark in the video games. It's resistant to fighting for minus 30 damage, which mirrors its immunity to fighting in the video games. It costs 2 of any energy to retreat. In the bottom left corner of this card, there's the Rebel Clash expansion symbol. Next to that is the D mark, which means this card couldn't officially be used after April 14th, 2023. Its description reads, "Watch your step when wandering areas, oceans once covered. What looks like a stone could be this Pokemon, and it will curse you if you kick it." This is the Pokedex entry in Pokemon Sword.
I don't have a Remoraid card. Well, that's not entirely true. It appears in the Mantine card, which happens to be the next Pokemon with the card I'll be talking about. So we'll talk about that in the Mantine video. Now let's see why people love Corsola. Now let's look at fan art.
Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Nobody sent in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Corsola. So this is Corsola Day by Aqua Blue. So this is Corsola Day, March 25th, San Diego. So you got non-Galarian Corsola, shiny non-Galarian Corsola, and non-shiny Galarian Corsola here. That's kind of fun, they're all kind of celebrating. Looks happy, that's nice, instead of it always being sad. Yes. It's very well done. And we've got Corsola by Jas Likes Chocolate. So, looks to be from like 2014, I guess. This cool image of non-Galarian Corsola, I guess the only Corsola at the time. Yeah, that's kind of fun. See them in this thing. It's kind of a little bit more realistic, maybe, style. That's kind of fun. I've got Corsola by Lulu Graffiti Board. Water type kingdom is what it says, and it's a lot of bubbles from Corsola here. That's fun. And then you got a bunch of other fun little random Pokemon. You got Staryu, Gorbis, Huntail, and Clamperl. It looks to be a Quagsire and a Poliwhirl. I don't really know what this is supposed to be, but this is a pretty cool piece of art. This one doesn't, kind of does contain one, but it's really Corsola, so I'm not going to count this as Galarian Corsola, since it's technically also kind of the body of Galarian Corsola, but I'm not going to count it anyway, because that's technically part of the body of Corsola, so... Anyway, it doesn't contain a Corsola, so let's move on.
Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight, as I need to wait until I talk about Miltank to get a good rod to catch a Corsola. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Remoraid. As always, this is my proper outfit, and you'll see me tomorrow.